So I recently just picked up this eye color magic liner duo from Charlotte Tilbury. This is in the shade Mesmerizing Maroon because it looked so pretty for my eye color. So I have like hazel eyes, I guess, but I feel like they lean sometimes more towards green. I basically just swatched it and thought it looked so pretty. It's like a dual-ended eyeliner stick and both ends look like so nice, so pretty. It also like swatched so pretty and like lasted so long on the back of my hand when I swatched it. So I kind of just wanted to play with this and also just kind of like touch on color theory a little. This isn't by no means like a lesson or something. There's so much more in depth you can get into it. This pencil kind of just made me like bring it up again in my mind, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to talk about today, especially if you like don't know a lot about color theory or you are interested in enhancing your eye color. I am one of those people that I'm like a no rules in makeup person. Like I firmly believe that. Basically I just think makeup should be fun and it shouldn't be that serious, and it should be something that we play with and enhance and makes us feel good and makes us feel creative. Like that's how I see makeup and that's how I view beauty. And I also have worked retail for so long in the beauty industry and have heard over and over and over again of like women coming in and being like, I can't wear that, I was told I can't wear that, I'm too old for shimmer, I was told I was an autumn, so now I have to only wear these colors. Like it's just so limiting. I think it gets you in this like mindset of like I can only do this and I can't do all those other things, even if they like look fun to me or like it's a color I want to wear or it's a color I'm drawn to. It's limitations that shouldn't be there, basically, is what I believe. I honestly think it's very sad. Like especially as a woman, you're told, like we all know, you're told your whole entire life what you can and cannot do. Like, and especially in makeup and especially in beauty, like they're just not, like you're getting told that about all other things. You don't need to be told that about like something that's supposed to be creative and fun, basically, is what I'm saying. But that's also not to like ignore the fact that there is like science behind color too. Like there's this thing called color theory and the color wheel. And if you're into beauty, you probably heard about color theory because we use it a lot in like figuring out your undertone and what colors might look flattering on you and all of that. Like there is something to be said with like science and, you know, how we view color and how we view like what looks good or not, kind of thing. But all I would say is take it with a grain of salt. Like it's all supposed to be fun. Like figuring out like your season right now and stuff is really huge, and those can be so fun when like discovering like, oh, I want to change up my style, or I want to, you know, like I feel drab and blah, like I want to like have a new outlook on my style or my makeup. Like all those things are so fun to discover and to learn about, but I just think you have to take it with a grain of salt because it's not an end all be all. Like all in all, you have personal choice of what you want to wear and how you want to look. So I think it just gets to be over the line of like once you start limiting yourself completely on like what you feel like you can and cannot wear. And then like today talking about like your eye color. So there's also like, in my opinion, nothing wrong with being like, I like this about myself, I want to enhance it, to like, I like my eye color. And I also just think it'd be fun to try to like make my eyes pop even more and enhance that part of me, basically. So I even pulled out my old esthetician book that I used in school just to kind of like, you know, look at, to like kind of show the color wheel and color theory a little bit, and I thought it would just be fun. There's actually this like makeup chapter in this is so good, just as like a basis of like understanding. Like they even go into like formulas and oil-based, water-based, and I feel like I remember, I haven't read this obviously in years, but I feel like I remember it also having a pretty open mind, like being like, oh well, you know, shimmers might enhance texture. And I feel like they have like a caveat, like, but that doesn't necessarily mean you like need to not wear it, basically. I remember it being like educational, but also like just like a good basis to go off of, but then you can kind of like go your own way with it. So basically I've never seen a color wheel. I mean, I don't know what rock you're living under, but all I'm saying is this is like a maroon, you know, like purpley reddish color. So we're over here. I have like hazel eyes, green hazel eyes. So I would say like I'm like over here in the like green, yellow, like, you know, kind of like that golden green. And all we're doing is just looking across, I feel like a teacher, looking across the wheel at what's opposite of it, because anything opposite is just gonna make the other side pop. So that's why this more maroon, purpley, red purple color is gonna make my green or hazily eyes really pop. So that's all we're doing, just looking across from the color wheel. That's what I mean, like this is just fun to read. So for blue eyes, orange is complementary color for blue because orange contains yellow and red shadows. With any of these colors in them will make them look bluer. Common choices include gold, warm orange browns like peach and copper, red browns like mauves and plums, and neutrals like taupe or camel. For green eyes, red is a complementary color to green because red shadows tend to make the eyes look tired or bloodshot. Pure red tones are not recommended. Instead, use brown-based reds or other color options next to red on the color wheel. These include red orange, red violet, and violet. Popular choices are coppers, rusts, pinks, plums, mauves, and purples. And then for brown eyes, browns are neutral and can wear any color. Recommended choices include contrasting colors such as green, blues, grays, and silvers. Gives you a little rundown. But another reason why I really liked this idea too is because I clearly don't wear that much eyeshadow ever. I just don't like much on my eyes in general. I used to, like when I first got into makeup, like I used to do eyeshadow and the whole thing, but I don't know, it's just like not my look anymore for some reason. But I felt like this was so wearable. You know, sometimes you get like kind of bored and you're like, I want to do a little bit more with my eyes, but I just know that I don't like a lot of shadow. So I'm like, I feel like this is something I could grab every day, but we're just gonna create a little eye look with this. Let's swatch them first on the back of my hand. They're so creamy. And like I said, I put them on the back of my hand and they like lasted forever. So these are the two shades. One's like a pretty deep purple. Another one's more of like a shimmery, like mauve-y purple. You could definitely just like wear them separately, which I feel like the lighter one for sure I'll just like kind of pop on the lid a lot. But I want to use both of them just for the sake of it. So I think I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna take just a little layering moment. Take the lighter one. Oh, it looks like a lot more red on my skin than I thought it was going to. I'm just gonna take a blending brush and blend that out to my finger, I guess. She's pretty, she's like creamy, but definitely kind of like dries down a little bit. So I know it's technically an eyeliner, but we don't follow rules here. So a little bit of that on the lid. I pretty much like kind of like put it on as an eyeliner and then blended it up to like fill the whole lid. Definitely working fast is easiest. It does dry down. Okay, so it's just like a little wash of color. It's really pretty. And I already feel like it's making my eyes like pop a little bit more. Just a little hint of that red purple almost. And then just to create a little bit more drama, I'm gonna do the dark side. And every time I line my eyes, I pretty much only do like the outer half, because I don't like eyeliner like a ton on the inside. Let it out because I'm a smoky gal. I like more of a smoky light look, no harsh lines. And honestly, with any kind of like cream shadow or, you know, eyeliner or anything, your fingers are your best tools. I did recently get this cutie little Morphe brush, specifically just to like blend out eyeliner and stuff on my lid like this. Just to be a little bit more precise. Sometimes I get a little messy with my hands. Really just messy. I don't have any dark lines. The lighter color is kind of all over the lid, and then the darker color is just a little bit closer to my lash line, which will also just make my lashes look a little bit like thicker and full when I put mascara on. I don't know yet if I'm gonna add any on the bottom lash line. So let's do a little bit of mascara first. Mascara always just finishes off the look. There's a couple mascaras I'm trying to just like use up. So this is the Definisals from Lancome. I do really like this one. Just a really nice simple mascara. I'm gonna focus a lot of that product like right at my base of my lashes. So I just like that look, making them look a little bit fuller. It also creates that more like just smoky look. Okay, so that is just on the top lid, 2 steps using both sides. Super pretty already, like super wearable for me. It's not crazy, it's just a little touch of color, but it is really making my eyes pop. I'm gonna do a teeny bit of the darker one just on the bottom. Just for a little something extra. You can go as much or as little of anything as you want. That's so pretty. I have this blush from Rare Beauty too that I feel like is just gonna like complement it really well. I already have some blush on, but I don't know. I just wanna add a little extra. So fun. I think blush is literally one of my favorite products ever. Like I feel like if I have like a bad makeup day or whatever where I'm just like, oh, I don't love this, like something is just off, I just feel like adding more blush always just does it for me. Even this one from Pure too has a little bit of that more purple. I'm just gonna like dot that on my lips a little bit, only because my lip color was just a little bit warmer than the rest of it. A little bit more like orangey. Now just add a little bit of that, like a little bit more purpley undertone. Just makes everything kind of go together, which again, you don't need to do that, but if you're looking for like kind of like a monochromatic look or like tying everything in like with eyes, cheeks, lips, it's kind of fun to use that like same kind of like that same tone throughout. I can definitely tell that my eyes are like just more, it's like popping more basically. It doesn't have to be difficult. It was literally just like one little double-ended eyeliner. It wasn't like this intense eyeshadow look where you're doing a lot of different colors and shading and blending. Just adding the smallest touch of those tones, those opposite colors on the color wheel. It can be as easy as that. So just a little bit of inspiration hopefully, but it's so fun. That's what I love about makeup. Like every time you like sit down and play, you kind of discover like a new way to do things, or like, oh, I like it that way, or I did that and I don't like that, or you know, it's all about being creative and having fun and just feeling your best. So that's on that. That's my TED Talk. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you maybe learned a little something, and if nothing else, I hope it's just a little bit of like inspiration, motivation to like just have fun with it and play. I'll see you guys soon in another new video. Bye.